iwradio.co.uk. Isle of Wight Radio.
It's Isle of Wight Radio, nearly 20 to 9, and, well, the foam is almost waist deep now because we thought, well, how do we make Isle of Wight Radio cool enough for Rob the Bank? And the only thing that we could come up with was a foam party. I know it's a bit 90s, but, you know, it's the best I could do, Rob.
I'm loving it. Yeah, the foam is good, but my trainers stink already.
So, welcome to the show. Thanks so much for coming in. Bestival, we're just a couple of weeks away now.
It's scary, isn't it? Yeah, I think 14 days till Bestie opens. So yeah, pretty terrifying.
I was going to say, now, how does this work for you? You know, you obviously plan it throughout the year, but when you get to this stage, do you get that kind of feeling of Christmas or that feeling of going to the dentist as you get closer and closer?
Yeah, I can hear the drill in my ears. It's it's sort of a total mixture of excitement and panic. I mean, luckily I've been to the site already, so that sort of takes one little edge off it. Once you've seen the site and it's starting to come together, and you know it's dry at the moment, it's sunny, you know, happy days. So no one knows what will happen in a couple of weeks, but at the moment it's all going up really quickly. Structures are in there, and everyone's kind of beavering away. So that sort of takes the edge off once you get stuck into it a bit. But yeah, still a lot to do.
Everybody says about Bestival, about the atmosphere of Bestival being so different from any other festival that goes on in the UK, about it being nice and relaxed, it being like a family atmosphere. In fact, I heard someone the other day saying it's almost like a village fete on a massive, massive scale. How have you made that happen? What's the secret of your success with that?
Yeah, I mean that's nice to hear. The village fete on a grand scale is sort of how we kind of wanted it to start out, and hopefully we've kind of kept some of that vibe. I mean, I don't know about relaxed. There's definitely some moments that I've seen not too relaxing on site over the weekend. It is ultimately a big sort of hedonistic party, and it is sort of kind of runs pretty much 24 hours, and there's a lot of people having a lot of fun. Within that, yeah, there are people also really chilling out, and some people really going for it. So it's a massive mixture, and until we open the gates each year, we've got no idea. You know, there could be 50,000. You know, you don't know where the people are coming from, what they're going to be like, and so that's a bit sort of nerve-wracking as well. But I think the secret has always been to just invest heavily financially and with our time into making it the best festival we can, and you know that's I think why we've kind of survived and succeeded, because there is so much effort and so much money ploughed back into the show, and I think that kind of creates this sort of magical feel, and it's all about escapism for us. It's about kind of, you know, you step foot onto Bestival and you don't really feel like you're on the Isle of Wight or in the UK, or, you know, it's like a different world.
And I guess the island helps for people coming over from the mainland to create that atmosphere. Yeah,
definitely. I mean, you know, I'm sort of half living here, and even for me, you know, still getting on the ferry, it's kind of like, yeah, okay, I can forget about all of that, you know, leave England behind, and here we are, the Isle of Wight, and it's you know, I think definitely for people, whether they're coming for their first time or their fifth time, their ninth time, whatever, that, you know, you get that kind of slight weight off your shoulders when you get on the boat, and then you've got this little journey to Robin Hill. If you don't know where you're going, it's like, wow, where are we? And then you're sort of exploring Robin Hill and Coomley Farm and all that, and it's a wonderland, really.
Okay, well, we're going to talk to you a little bit more. I want to talk about how ticket sales are going, and also about some of the amazing artists that you've got at this year's Bestival. I mean, you've really surpassed yourself this year, Rob.
Well, thank you.
We're talking in just a little while, but first of all, Kooks at Isle of Wight Radio. Rob the Bank, the man behind Bestival, is with us this morning. So, how are tickets going? Because it's been a bit of a struggle for a lot of events. There's been a lot of problems with weather and stuff like that. But it's going well?
Yeah, amazing. Yeah, we're going to hopefully sell out this weekend, possibly early next week, depending on how sales go over the bank holiday. It has been a crazy old year for festivals and events generally. I mean, I talked to so many people across so many different kind of festivals and events, and yeah, it's just been an insane, perfect storm of bad luck, from the weather to the Jubilee to the Olympics, you know, and it's obviously the weather's got better now, and but yeah, luckily and selfishly, we've done well. We sold out Camp Bestival, and we're going to sell out for Bestival for the 9th year running. So it's it's good, but it has been, you know, we've definitely had to push it a lot, and I think obviously we've got Stevie Wonder, and we got a really good bill, so I think that sort of helps, and we got a really great faithful crowd too. But I don't really want to go through another year like this. Hope it all picks up for 2013.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say. So if people on the island are thinking, oh, shall I go? Should I go? Should I buy a ticket?
Yeah, don't hold back, because we're not bluffing it. We don't sort of
I was going to
mess
say,
around and then.
Is this going to be a sellout and then you find 20,000 tickets down the back of the sofa?
No, we actually lead the charge on anti-secondary ticketing. You will see tickets for Bestival on secondary ticketing, but it's nothing to do with us at all. And we're actually just about to do a big campaign about that. So we sell every single one of our tickets ourselves, and we've got less than 2,000 left, so it is going to sell out next week.
You must be very proud.
I suppose you just kind of get on with it. It's work really for us, so in the nicest possible way. So I think afterwards, when it's all happened, and yes, we sold out, and that was a tough year. But yeah, we just want to get to the finishing line, and we want to get to the actual weekend, and everyone to just have a good time. It's not, it is all about selling the tickets for us, because otherwise we're not even going to break even. But ultimately, it's about the weekend and everyone having an amazing time, and them feeling they've got value for money too. So,
did you ever dream when you first put Bestival on at Robin Hill all those years ago that it would be what it is now?
No, I mean, we went to Robin Hill thinking we were going to put on a little 24-hour party, for one day, and we started off 4,000 people, which we thought was a lot of people. I remember going out on the stage in front of 4,000 people and thinking, "Whoa, this is really nerve-wracking. There's too many people in Robin Hill." And now it's 50,000. We've capped it for the last 3 years. I think people think we keep getting bigger, but we're not. We're actually the same size for the last 3 years. We feel that's a good size for us, and it's it really worked. Like last year was easily our best year for flow around the site, for how people were kind of interacting, and the where the crowds were and everything, and it felt really good, and our best crowd, with lots of kids and families coming back, which was nice too. And I think with Stevie Wonder and Florence and stuff, I think we're going to see that again, that hopefully the family vibe is coming back as well.
I was going to say, because you've got some of the biggest acts in the world, and that isn't over egging the pudding this year, is it? So many people have said to me, I really want to go and see Stevie Wonder.
And Chaz and Dave.
I mean, Emily and I were just discussing, if you need any help next year, we'd recommend Steps, and I think 5 are reforming. But let's talk a little bit about Stevie Wonder. How does that happen? How do you approach Stevie Wonder and say, do you fancy coming down to Robin Hill on the Isle of Wight and doing a gig?
Yeah, I just saw him down the Blacksmith's Arms and said, Stevie. No, it's just a lot of sort of boring conversations and emails between us and agents, and he's got various agents in the UK, the US, and lots of chats about financials and hotels and sound, and convincing them it's the right show to do. And you've got to jump through a lot of hoops, and absolutely right, because he doesn't want to turn up to some sort of bog standard festival. It needs to be absolutely the best that we can make it, and hopefully that is going to kind of happen in a couple of weekends time. We've worked really hard to make sure that absolutely everything is laid on for him. It's a huge operation. He's coming over with 30-40 people from the States flying over, bringing a lot of kit with him himself, and it's the biggest thing that we've put on, but I'm totally confident we can do it.
And it's going to be a big show, I take it.
Yeah. I mean, even now we're still kind of talking with them about set length and stuff, but it's going to be over 2 hours. Sometimes he likes to play for 3 hours. I don't know which way it's going to go. It could go anyway. I do know from sort of dealing with them that everything kind of depends on Stevie. So ultimately, no one makes a decision without Stevie Wonder making that decision. So that's a good thing. But we might be waiting until 10 minutes before he goes on. We might not know what he's doing, what he's playing.
My recommendation to you, right, get him on the toboggan run, then give him a Robin Hill cream tea. He'll play for 4 hours, I reckon. Yeah. You'll have it all sorted then. Florence The Machine?
Yeah, Florence is back. She's obviously Bestival royalty. She's pretty much played, I don't know, last 5 or 6 years. I think she played her first ever festival at Bestival. She certainly kind of did You Got the Love for the first time at Bestival to about 700 people, 1,000 people. I've still got a video of that and a sort of audio track of that. And yeah, amazing sort of rise to, just selling millions of records now. And yeah, still good old Florence, still matey.
And who else should we look out for?
Well, it depends what you like, really. Obviously,
Or steps, Emily and I quite like steps,
Well, it is literally everything from pop. We've got Rizzle Kicks and Stooshy through to, if you like your underground music, Sigur Rós and the XX are doing their only shows of the UK at festivals. Emily Sande, Warpaint, Gallows, got, punk, folk, everything. De La Soul, the Cuban Brothers, Sister Sledge on Saturday afternoon, Earth, Wind and Fire. So that'll be a big sort of knees up on Saturday afternoon, and loads of amazing breaking bands that I'm sort of pushing for, who are going to be huge in the next few years, like Aluna George, Rudimental, Summer Camp, Grimes, Kate Nash is coming back, pleased to see her back, and King Charles. I don't know how many acts there are this year, but probably 300 or 400, so a lot to choose from.
Brilliant. Thank you so much for coming in today.
Well, thanks for having me.
It's been lovely. And we'll get you out on the water again sometime after our Round the Island experience.
Covered in sick.
Yeah, I try and put that bit behind us. But
just sit upwind of the other sailors.
Exactly. But you and I were all right.
I was there munching on pork pies and crisps and stuff like that.
To be fair, when you offered me that Cornish pasty, that was a little bit too far.
Weed.
It's Rob the Bank, everybody. Thank you so much for coming in, Rob. Lovely to see you.
Yeah.